Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome. It's Martin here. It's Thursday. It's time for the Dinosaur Experience on the Dinosaur Experience for Kids live broadcast. I'm a little bit flustered at the moment. I've literally just walked into the house. So, I come running through. We had to fix the gate. The gate has been blown down in the wind. We just pulled in. I come running in, but we're here and we're ready. So if it's a little bit flustered, I do apologise, but I think we're going to be okay. So let's have a little look about what we're going to... Oh, let me tell you now. So we are live, obviously. That means that you can join in at any stage. I'll be able to see your comments. So if you wanted to say hello, if you wanted to shout out at any stage, just give us a shout out and it will come up on my screen here. And then we'll give you shout outs at the end of the day. Also, if you've got any questions or anything like that, just put it in the comments there and I'll be able to come straight to you. We're live on Facebook page with the Dinosaur Experience. We're live on the Dinosaur Experience for Kids. We are live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Twitch, on LDTV, and Twitter. I think that's everything. So, and that's where we're live at the moment. So if you're watching us on one of those, thank you so much. Don't forget you can leave us a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if I'm a bit loud, tell me, is it loud? It's telling me I'm peaking on here. Do I need to turn the volume down? Just somebody give me a comment and tell me if it's too loud. Am I peaking? And can you hear me is the other thing. Give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up so that I know that we're working. All right, so let's have a little look about what we're going to do today. Let me bring this slide up. So here we go. So first thing we're going to do, Riddle of the Day. We like to do Riddle of the Day. That's always fun. Then we're going to do some birthday shout-outs from the weekend. So we've got some birthday shout-outs we're going to do. Then we're going to have a look at our Dinosaur of the Day, the Compsognathus. Okay? And then we're going to have a look at a school visit. Went to a school last week. Going to show you a little bit about that. Going to talk about some public appearances we've got coming up. And then we're going to have a look at some social pages where you can find us. And then at the end, we're going to do the shout-outs. So if you want to get your shout-outs in, put them in the comments now. And it'd be really, really good to see you. And we'll mention you at the end there. All right, so let's have a little look here. So Riddle of the Day, here it is. What has two banks but no money? What has two banks but no money? If you think you know the answer, it's not a hard one this week. If you think you know the answer, just put the comments in there and we'll see at the end of the session who knows the answer to that one. All right, birthdays. Let's have a look at the birthdays we went to last weekend. Here they are. Okay, so 3 birthdays last weekend. First one, we came to see Joshua. Okay, Joshua was 5 years old. We came to Mandeville to see Joshua at the Kids Connection Playground. Really cool playground. It was really cool. It was good to see you there, Joshua, and all your friends. Thank you for inviting us along. We had a great birthday party with you there. The next one we came to was Liam. Liam was 3 years old, and we came to Kentwood to meet you, Liam, and all your friends there. That was a nice little birthday party for you at home. Great to see you. Great to see all your friends and your relatives there. And then the final one, we came to see Bowen in Walker. Bowen was 3 years old. We had a really good time. Nash and Rexy loved meeting you. They loved the long walk that you took them on and the dinosaur training and all your friends there. We really, really had a great time at your birthday. So thank you so much for inviting us there. We really did enjoy meeting you guys. All right, so let's have a look. Dinosaur of the Day, okay? The Compsognathus. All right, you probably know him as this guy here, okay? He is what Jurassic Park referred to as a compy. Now, he's quite a major character in Jurassic Park, although you wouldn't believe it from the movie. Now, I'm talking about the book, okay? I'm talking about the book, and here it is. So Amite Christian, when he wrote Jurassic Park, the first dinosaur that he introduced us was actually one of these, the Compsognathus, or Compy for short. It was actually the movie that nicknamed them Compies. And in the book, okay, these dinosaurs actually escaped the island on a boat, and they got to the mainland where there was some children living, and they actually attacked some babies, and they attacked a child. And what happened was they actually found part of one of these dinosaurs, and they sent it away to a university. The university studied it, and this is in the book. The university studied it, and they thought, well, this is very strange, and they sent it to a dinosaur expert, and that dinosaur expert was Alan Grant. As you may, well, let me just bring this up. All right, so Alan Grant here in the movie was played by Sam Neill in the Jurassic Park movie, and he was the guy that identified it as a Compsognathus, or Compsognathus, and he was the one that thought he was being tricked. He thought it was an elaborate trick, incredible trick of how they'd made this false dinosaur and made it look so realistic. That's in the book. And then, of course, obviously, later on, he ends up on the island and they meet all the dinosaurs and that sort of thing. So that's a little bit about Compsognathus and why it's so important. But let's have a look about the real animals now, not the actual Jurassic Park version. So here we've got the fossil of a Compsognathus, okay, and there's two actually been discovered. One was in Germany and one was in France. Now, the one in Germany, which was the first one discovered, that was in 1859. And what they didn't realise at the time was it's actually a juvenile. So it's actually a child. It's a small version. But because of that, because it was the only one they've found, they believed it was fully grown, and they wrongly identified it as the smallest dinosaur. And sometimes you may hear it referred to as the smallest dinosaur. It isn't. Microraptor is smaller, but the reason they made the mistake was because of this original fossil that they found in Germany. And it wasn't until they found a second one in France in 1971 that they realised it was the same dinosaur, and the one they'd discovered first was actually a juvenile. Now, the other one, the one that they found in Germany, also, it only had two fingers. One of them was missing. But they didn't realise that at the time. So they believed that this dinosaur only had two fingers. Now, here's another picture of the Compy, the Compsognathus. And his name actually means elegant jaw. So when they discovered this fossil, they looked at the jaw. It was very fine and elegant. And that's what they called him. The elegant jaw, Compsognathus, or Compy for short, as a lot of people know him from the movies. He lived in the late Jurassic period, around about 150 million years ago. So he was quite an early dinosaur, this guy. He was around right at the start of the dinosaurs in the early Jurassic period. And he's a biped, which means that he walks on two legs. So if he's a biped dinosaur, he walks on two legs. Similar to a T-Rex, the Carnotaurus, those sort of things. They're all bipod dinosaurs. Now, it was put forward at one stage that they believed that his hands may have been padded, like paddles. So like one of the scientists, one of the paleontologists thought that between his fingers there was like webbing and he used it to swim around. And that was quite an interesting idea, we should say. I would say that it's pretty much been debunked by further studies since then. So where they thought it may have been a swimming dinosaur that swam around, it's now pretty much been proven that no, it may have lived on the marshlands and lived around by water, but it probably wasn't webbed hands, webbed feet. It probably didn't swim like an animal would do. Now, it's also believed that he may have had feathers. There's no proof that he had feathers, but there is proof that families in his family tree did have feathers. And if it may have not been feathers, it could have been the early versions, like a fur version of feathers. We do know that he used to eat lizards because both of the fossils that were discovered, in their stomach area, they found small lizards, which is telling us that they ate lizards. So it kind of tells us that maybe snakes, insects, possibly eggs, frogs, that sort of thing, anything that they would find around by the lake is something that they would eat. So they were carnivorous, and they would eat small animals like little rodents, that sort of thing. Now, it's believed, when they worked it out, that he could run up to 40 miles an hour. So he's no slow dinosaur, this guy. He may be small, but he's not slow. Well, let's look at the size, talking about slow. So here we have him compared to a human, to an average human, and you can see on the bar line there, that's about 1 meter long. Okay, so from tip of his nose to his tail, just over 1 meter. And that's the first one. The second one there is the German one they found, which was obviously the juvenile version. So he was about 1.25 meters long, which is about 4 foot long, and he weighed 3.6 kilos, about 8 pounds. Now that's about the size of a small cat, or a cat or a small dog, about that sort of weight. So when we're thinking about compies, that's the sort of size they were. So that's pretty fascinating animal. You know, here he is again. Let's go back to this picture. This is like the Jurassic Park version, the way that they believed that he would look. He's an absolutely fascinating dinosaur, and I really enjoyed learning about this guy. I don't know about you guys, but he's possibly one of my favorites. Okay, so the compy. What do you think? Good dinosaur? Really interesting? All right. So, talking about dinosaurs, I brought our dinosaurs to a school last week. We brought them along to the Amite Christian Academy in Denham Springs. We brought Brutus and we brought Rexy along, and we had to talk about some fossils, and we had some real good fun. And for you guys, here's a quick video showing you of what we got up to. So you can see how much fun we had there at the school. Really enjoyed meeting all the kids there. And we've just got back from another school today. I'll tell you about that at the end. And perhaps we'll get a video from that school. That was a real fun one as well. All right, so if you were wanting to see us, where could you see us? That's a good question that everybody's always asking. Summer's coming. We're starting to get some public events. So I want to tell you about some of the stuff that we've got coming up. This Saturday, okay, in 2 days, where are we, Thursday? 2 days' time, we're going to be in Mississippi, okay? We're going to be in Newton, Mississippi at their Loose Caboose Festival. It's an all-day festival. It's really worth going. Lots of stalls, lots of things to see, lots of things to buy, lots of food trucks, that sort of thing. It's a real good day out. We're going to be there with our dinosaurs. We're going to do shows throughout the day. We're planning on 10:15, 11:15, 12:15, 1:15 and 2:15. That's weather dependent. We might have to move it because of the rain. But we're going to be there. Now, we're going to be in the kids zone. So if you are going to come, and I know some of you guys have said that you're coming to see us, we can't wait. Make sure you come and say hello. But if you are going to come, you've got to find out where the kids zone is. I believe it's near the train station. Now, you've got to remember that when they do this event in Newton, it's the whole of the main street that it takes over. And the kids zone is actually at one end of it, and you've got to walk to find us. Okay, it's not in amongst the rest of the stuff. It's in a gated area, okay, to keep the kids safe. I believe last year they had some other stuff there. There was like some bounce houses there, lots of things to do. But that's where we're going to be, and we'll be doing a show roughly once an hour. So do come along, do come and say hello. We can't wait to see you. And that's this Saturday in Mississippi. Here's another one that we've got coming up, okay? So this is the Plaquemine Seafood Festival. This is in Belle Chase, down there near New Orleans, that sort of area. And that's going to be on Sunday, May the 1st. We're going to be there all day. We're going to be doing live shows again, like we will be doing in Mississippi. So roughly 1 hour. Now, remember, the Plaquemine Seafood Festival is on Saturday and Sunday, but we're only going to be there on Sunday. So if you wanted to come and see us, then Sunday's the day to come. And as I said, we're going to be there all day. We'll be doing lots of shows. And that is on May the 1st. So these are some other dates we've got coming up over the summer. When you're out of school and you're looking for things to do, these are places that we are going to be. So May the 1st, we're going to be at the Plaquemine Seafood Festival. We've mentioned that. June the 1st, we're going to be at the St. Peter Branch Library in New Iberia. On June the 6th, we're going to be at the Sugar Oaks Camp. Now, that's a summer camp, but they're having one show at, I believe, 12:30. Yeah, at 12:30, where the general public can come. I believe there may be a cover charge. I think it's $5. Get in touch with Sugar Camp's camp there. Sugar Oaks Camp, and ask them. But they're doing one show with us where the general public are allowed to come, and then the shows after that is just for the people who are in the camp. So if you did want to come and see us, that's one to come to. On June the 8th at 2 o'clock, we're going to be at the Northeast Branch Library in Natchitoches. June the 9th, the Riverbank Stage in Natchitoches. Then the main branch in Natchitoches on June the 9th at 2 o'clock. Back on the stage at 6 o'clock. That's by the river. And then June 21st, we're going to be at the Meat Library. That's in Tangipahoa. June 21st at 2:30, the Kentwood Library. 22nd, 10:30 in the Ponchatoula Library. 22nd at Laranja Library. 23rd at the Hammond Library. And then in the afternoon at the Independence Library. July 13th at the Minden Main Branch in Webster. And then on the 13th at 2 o'clock, we're going to be at the Spring Hill Mac Memorial Library in Spring Hill. Those last two, the Minden and the Spring Hill, they've been really popular. If you go on our Facebook page, you'll see that I've created events. For everything that's there, we've created events, Facebook events. So if you are thinking of coming, put your name down and share it so that other people know that we're going to be there. Share it to all your people. So let me show you where you can find us now on the web. So let me just change this. Give me 1 second. This is how it needs to be. All right. So websites. So this is where you can find some details about where we're going to be. This is the Dinosaur Experience website. So you come here and you type in the dinosaurexperience.com. If you come up here where it says more, click on there and you'll see that there are different things up here. So we've got Rexy's Tales. That's where we read books to Rexy. We've got the TDE Kids Live Show. Let's click on there. So we click on there, and this brings up all the live shows that we've done so far. This is the 22nd, I believe. Yeah, 22nd. So up to last week's, which is here, the Therizinosaurus is there. So all of the shows, if you've missed one, you can come on here and find them. So that's the dinosaurexperience.com. Another place you can look to find us. This is the Dinosaur Experience Facebook page. Okay, this is where you will find all. Look, here's me live. So this is where you will find all of our locations where we're going to be over the summer. I'm going to pin it to the top eventually once it's all completely done. Let me find it. So these are all the events here. And what we'll do, we'll pin it to the top of all the events we're going to be at. This one I want you to join. This is the Dinosaur Experience for Kids Facebook group. Now, the thing about groups are, you can actually put stuff on here yourself. So you can come on here and put pictures up or fossils or any drawings you've done. You can put it on here and we could actually see them. So the Dinosaur Experience for Kids. And you can see here, this is all the summer events we're going to be at. So if you needed to see where we're going to be, we're going to pin this to the top. And also I'll pin it to the top of the other one as well. And you can see shout outs. This is, somewhere you can get on here, put your details on here, and we'll be able to get in touch with you. The final one I want to show you, this is the Dinosaur Experience YouTube page. Okay, this is our YouTube page. We currently have 77 subscribers. Please go and subscribe. It means a lot to us and it helps us out a great deal. And you can see if you clicked on here at the moment, it says we're live and it would take you to our live show. It would take you to exactly what you're watching now. But on here, this is where you can watch all of our stuff. So we've got stuff that's going back years on here. We've got lots of Rex's Tales of stories. All our live shows are here, birthday parties, dinosaur birthday party ideas, all of our uploads, and then we've got some shorts on here, which are like the TikTok version for YouTube. So they're the places you can find us. The final thing I wanted to talk to you about was our podcast. Okay, our podcast, we've got, I think, 5 or 6 episodes out now. You guys are doing a great job in listening to that. I'm really proud of you. Thank you so much. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, and all the other major players. If you've got an Alexa or if you've got Siri, if you say to them, find me or play the Dinosaur Experience podcast, it will play. Please subscribe to that. We've got another episode coming out hopefully this week once I've got it finished, and we'll keep pushing those out. There's some other information on there that we don't mention around here, some sneak things about upcoming stuff that we haven't mentioned. So please do go and subscribe to our podcast. All right, wrap it up now. It's going to be a quick one today. Oh, it's 25 minutes. It's not too short. What has 2 banks but no money? Let me just bring up our comments and see if anybody got it. No, not looking like anybody got it. All right, let me tell you the answer. What has 2 banks but no money? The answer is a river. A river's got 2 banks, one either side, but it doesn't have any money to put in them because they're river banks. All right. Okay, so moving on to shout-outs now. I've got a couple of 3 shout-outs to do. First one, Gonzales Primary School. Came to see you guys today. Had a really good time. I was hoping to show you a video, but I haven't had time to do it. So next week, I promise you, we'll have your video up. We'll show everybody the fun we had at the Gonzales Primary School visit that we came to today. And also Guy from the UK. How you doing, Guy? Really good to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you learned something about the dinosaurs. It's always good that you watch us every week. I'm very, very happy about it. And then I'm going to bring this one up, if I can. Yeah, crackers. Good seeing you, buddy. Thank you for watching again. You watch every week, or pretty much. Well, I am well. I hope you're doing well. I know you've been ill, but I hope you've recovered now. And it's really good to see you, buddy. All right, guys, that's all I've got time for. I'm sorry it was rushed. I literally ran in and turned the machine on, and we just managed to do our broadcast at the right time. I'm just looking now. It's really good. The numbers have gone up. Our numbers go up every week. I'm very happy about that. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us on our Facebook page, our Facebook group, and the Dinosaur Experience. If you want to talk to us about birthday, if you want to talk to us about events, anything like that, get in touch. All right, so till next week, have a great week. Hope you have lots of fun and behave yourselves. Bye-bye.